Hello, MGTOW. Hello, men. This is Howard Dare. Thanks for stopping by. So, I want to continue talking about the connection between feminism and the occult, feminism and Satanism, because all feminism needed to do was destroy the existing patriarchal values. Christianity is a patriarchal, Abrahamic-based religion. By disrupting the existing system, feminism achieves all of its goals. It doesn't have to win the argument, people. This is why men need to understand what's really going on and to be able to protect themselves. It's not merely an interesting conversation. And notice how it appeals to the worst aspect of female nature. This idea, that they're oppressed, and then they're angry, and then they're abusive. And then they use that as an attack on men, on others within the tribe. This is how women attack. They don't physically attack. They call a person's moral character into question. They slander someone within the group and destroy a reputation. They use relational aggression. And feminism empowers and entitles women to behave in this manner. It says to them that it's okay. One of the most interesting aspects about feminism was that when women left their traditional roles, there was nothing to fill the vacuum. When they stopped being mothers and housewives, that's it. Civilization stopped having mothers and housewives. They didn't go into the workplace and continue to be good mothers. No. So the whole family structure was destroyed. So why on earth would an intelligent man go back to that? I don't need to fish out on the ice. I really don't. I don't need to take those kind of chances. A man would be insane to get married and to hand that sort of power over to a woman and to the state. And I'm sorry, but the idea that we as MGTOW are going to wait until civilization destroys itself and then we're going to step up and everything's going to be okay, it's a fantasy, okay? It can't happen that way. If everything breaks, it's all gone and nobody's coming back. You can't put a stained glass window back together again. That's all. So at least take care of your individual life. At least value the things in your life, because that's what's under attack. That's what feminism is. It's attacking the character of men. I'm glad that Trump got elected, I'm glad that when someone works hard and tells the truth and does a good job, that kind of rules the day. And you can't just call them dirty names and slander them and accuse them of sexism and racism and then discount all the work they've done. I mean, just be honest, people. If somebody's going to fly the plane, okay, don't you want it to be somebody who can actually fly the plane, right? Flown many planes before, who successfully handled them in difficult circumstances, has successfully landed them in difficult circumstances. And if somebody starts calling him a sexist or a racist and you're looking at his record and it's a good record, you know what I mean? What are you going to do? Are you going to say, hey, give me the record of somebody who you're not slandering, even though they have a bad record, and I'm going to let them fly the plane or perform the surgery? Because that's the type of magical thinking that women are empowered with, that they are moving forward with. And the beta men who go along with it so that they can get their sexual access and so that they can reproduce and then hand their children over to the state and then be made criminals to have to support that particular woman and those children, of the state for the next 20 years or the rest of their lives. Gee, aren't you lucky? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But this idea that, that's a real man. No, that's not. And yeah, any married man that has children that I've spoken to, he's not happy. And, he would make some different decisions. They love their kids and things like that, they say, but they would make different decisions. Now, the reason why this is connected with the occult is because the mindset of the female has been altered to think she is the equal of a man. You can only get this kind of mindset in an overindulged, in an entitled, civilized situation. It's a mental disease. Feminism is a mental disease of entitlement, right? So somebody like Anita Sarkeesian or Lacey Green hearing this, what happens when you lose your electricity? What do you do when the rule of law breaks down? people have to simply defend themselves. Doesn't male virtue have any value? Doesn't strength have any value at that time? I mean, I know that it doesn't right now because of, the civilized situation that we're in. So it's like, yeah, a woman is just as good as a man. Yeah, because you don't need any of the qualities that a man has. But if everything breaks down and then you actually need somebody to actually be strong and fit and healthy and capable, then the value of a man goes up. So, but this idea that, we're going to wait for that to happen and that that's going to be a good thing. No, it's not. And then on the other side of it, you've got these blue pill men, these, beta boys that are just going along with the system. Look at the men over in Sweden. Look what's happened to them. Look at check out the fascist feminists, right? That's how emboldened women are. So they're using their naked bodies as political weapons, right? So that's how fearless the woman is. That's how angry she is. That's how emboldened she is to express her, the angry female virtues, at her oppression, when men have not oppressed her. Western civilized man has actually taken care of her and lifted her up into this position where she can now act like this entitled princess bitch. And now, it's like what? And the best hope for this is that, we're just going to let her destroy civilization and then she'll learn? Bullshit. As an untenable situation builds and builds, like a geological subduction zone, the pressure just builds and builds and builds until eventually it does break. And you have an earthquake, you have like a shattering earthquake, and then the entire political system, the entire social system is disrupted, very much like an earthquake. So is that what we're looking at? Is that what we're moving towards? Absolutely, right? But just like, an earthquake, you can release the pressure in stages. So is that what the Trump election is about? I think so. It's a rejection of this globalism, of this feminist, of this victim ideology, of this altruistic-based ideology, right? It's like, what are you talking about? We have to save the world. We have to take care of our own country. We have to take care of our own people. We have to take care of our own economy, right? And anybody who steps forward and says, well, now you're a racist because you said that. It's like bullshit. No, now you've tried to subvert, our normal, healthy, functioning system here. And that's what the women have done. That's what feminism has done. And it does it with impunity, like it's righteous, like it's the right way to go. And it's not. It's kind of like, I don't know, your father's driving the car through, some dark place and, down a hillside and a dangerous road and bad weather. And what are you doing? You're distracting him, or he's flying the plane. And what are you doing? You're trying to make him crash the plane or something? It's like, that's what feminism is. And as I said, they don't have to take over. They don't have to be right. They don't have to know what they're doing. All they have to do is mess things up. And things are pretty messed up, aren't they? And we're working really hard to get things going in the right direction, aren't we? And we're being fought every step of the way, aren't we? Our own media, is like attacking our own virtue. And that's truly what it is. It is virtue and good people that are under attack. This is the nature of corruption, of evil. That's what it attacks. That's truth is what is under attack. Okay, when someone's presenting the news and they want you to focus on just, this negative male nature aspect of sexism, okay, that's what it is. It's this manipulation. And these are the tools, media, communication, networks. These are the tools that we use in this day and age. So is it evil? Is it the expression of this weakness of human nature, of female nature? Men go along with it too. If you want to get ahead in this system, you repeat the status quo and you cater to the lowest and the most base element within people: gossip, hatred, violent emotions. And you're not guided by principles that are sustainable, that are healthy, that can move you into the future and that are actually being a leader. That's what it is. Leading the way in a way that actually works, right? Where you're not leading people into just this horrible tax globalist state where all of the virtuous people are at the mercy of the worst aspects of human nature. So it really does come down to that question of what do you want to do? Do you want to take care of the most people of the lowest quality, or do you want to take care of the best people of the highest quality? Because if you're going to take care of the best people, you're going to have fewer of them. What traits do you want moving forward into the future? Do you just want the most people? And, are you going to attack the good people, the productive people, the capable people, the hardworking people, and just put them in service of the people who won't even work for themselves. So there's this difference between compassion, people that are capable of helping people that need some help, that they choose to help, versus being enslaved, by this slowest, worst aspect of our nature and of people's nature. So is it a battle between good and evil? Rage is within us, and it is expressed in this larger civilization, isn't it? And isn't it a shame, when the decent person gets trapped in the system of the state, or into this gynocentric, aspect of the female nature that then aligns itself with the state and with this weak aspect of human nature, and it just tears good people apart. So hopefully MGTOW, various philosophy, can give people insight as to the unfairness of the situation. And I believe that once a person understands it, that they can protect themselves from it, that they can recognize it, that they don't have to walk into it. So understand the situation, build up your own values, understand that the attack is upon your values, and that decent, moral, ethical behavior is the way forward. That's what's sustainable, and that's the way a person needs to go. So let me know what you think about this in the comments section below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, donate. Go ahead, click on my PayPal donation link, request yourself a Howard Dare video, or just make a donation. I'd appreciate it. And join me again, Howard Dare, as I plan to have more content for you. Thank you, MGTOW.